will die, mortal.
Hello everyone, Crow here with another pickup video. Now, during the past week, I tried not to buy any games at all, but I wound up buying 2 games. But my fiance and her mom did buy a whole bunch of games for her and for me, so I'll just go over those right now. Hopefully, this won't be multiple parts, it'll just be one part, and so we'll get started. I'll start with the games that she got for herself. Again, we got a Resident Evil Survivor and Resident Evil 2, because she is trying to collect all the Resident Evil games. And then we have this game I've never heard of before for the PS2 called, what the hell is this called? Grim Amore? I'm not really familiar with this is all about, but it's like a real-time strategy game, I think. Anyway, the cover is really weird, and she couldn't resist that, so she picked it up for herself. Also for PS2, another Resident Evil game, Resident Evil Dead Aim. And then we have Resident Evil Outbreak. And then we have, looks like, Devil May Cry. I think she's going to try and get all the Devil May Cry games too, so here's Devil May Cry 1. And then we have Devil May Cry 3, conveniently skipping Devil May Cry 2. She might actually have that one already, or it just wasn't there. This next one's kind of funny. She wound up buying Eternal Darkness. Now, she used to have this game, but it made her really mad when it told her saves were deleted, or because the game just messes with you. So she got really mad at the game, turned it off, had me sell it for her, and then never wanted to hear of the game again. But wound up wanting to give it another try, I guess, so she wound up picking this game up again. Just thought it was kind of funny that she wound up picking that up again. And then we have Pikmin. Now, I used to have this, but this is not my type of game at all, so I wound up selling it. But I guess she was interested in it, so she picked that up for herself. And for the GameCube, we have Resident Evil 0, another Resident Evil game to add to the collection. And then, for the Xbox 360, Devil May Cry 4. Which, I have to admit, seems kind of interesting. I really haven't played a Devil May Cry game since the first one, but if I have time, I might want to go play through those games myself. And then, Vampire Reign. Now, she heard how bad this game was, but still wanted to pick it up for herself. I really don't know how much she paid for it, because, $5. Oh, she just said $5. That's pretty funny.
You're gonna edit that out.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I am definitely not.
Yeah, you are.
And then we have Resident Evil 5. This was $20, right? Now she's not talking.
Which one?
Resident Evil 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, $20 at Target. And then she had to pick up Heavy Rain. And those are her games. I'll set those aside. And we'll go through the games that her and her mom actually bought for me. We have Mario Golf on the Nintendo 64. And then we have Mega Man X Super Nintendo. Actually, no, this one was like $8. This one doesn't have a price on it. Joe and Mac, otherwise known as Caveman Ninja. Actually, I prefer the Caveman Ninja name more, but this is an alright game. And then we have Super Ghouls and Ghosts, which is kind of a must-have game for the Super Nintendo. No price on this one either. We have Treasure Master for the NES. Now, this game just screams 80s. Just look at that guy on the cover there. It's hilarious. I believe I remember seeing this in some ad somewhere back in the day. But yeah, 80s, early 90s. Hilarious. And then we have, looks like we have Crystalis with a manual. Yep, there's Crystalis with the manual. Manual is kind of alright condition, but really all I care about is the cartridges at this point. Looks like it was about $5, so good deal. Another copy of Gyromite, and we got this one because, boom, another NES Famicom adapter, and I'm definitely going to be modifying one of these carts to make a Famicom to NES adapter. Just have to work out some of the... I basically know how to do it. There's just, some things is like, well, how do I get it out of the NES kind of deal to work out. I will definitely make a video of that if and when I do that. I definitely do want to do that, so I probably will. Then I have Battletoads for the Genesis. I've actually never seen this one in the wild. I think this is just... Oh, it actually does have the manual in here, but it's all kind of bent up. But yeah, Battletoads. Battletoads on the NES is probably my favorite game. So to see this on the Genesis will be kind of a treat for me, because I really haven't seen it on the Genesis before. And we have the not for resale copy of Streets of Rage 2, which I didn't have. I have Streets of Rage 1. Now I have 2. Next I'll be hunting for 3. And then we have here the Pinball Hall of Fame Gottlieb collection for the PSP. These Pinball Hall of Fame games are some of my favorite games. Not just for pinball, but altogether. Just to play these simulations of the real pinball machines is really, really great. So I might keep my eye out for more of those. Maybe in the future if they make them. Hope they do. And then we have Soul Blade, otherwise known as Soul Edge. I have no idea why they changed the name for the home console release, but Soul Blade it is. $4, not bad. We have Ghost in the Shell for the PlayStation. Now, the price on this is $15, and when she was telling me about this game, I really couldn't find it on eBay or Amazon, but it seems as though that $15 is the normal asking price for this game, and this is in really good shape. And I actually used to have this in the past, and it was a really good game, so it's nice to have that in my collection again. And then we have ESPN Extreme Games, which is kind of like a Road Rash kind of game where your opponents are all skateboarding, bicycling, and lugging. I don't know if I had this game or if I rented it in the past. I think I had rented it in the past, but it's a pretty fun game. Let's see, let's go with Drakengard. I'm not really familiar with this game at all. Again, these games were buy two, get one free, because most of them were from Play and Trade. We have Spyro, A New Beginning. Maximo, what's that? Ghosts to Glory, which is kind of a spin-off of Ghosts and Goblins. Midway Arcade Treasures #1. Now I will be searching for 2 and 3 on the PlayStation 2, but only for a decent price, like this one was. This one was $4. And we have Beautiful Joe on the GameCube. I used to have this one, and it was pretty fun. I got stuck at one point, but now I have the game again. And then we have Beautiful Joe 2, which I had never played, so it'd be interesting to see how the sequel to the game turned out. And then we have Amazing Island, and I've never heard of this game, and it's by Sega, so be interesting. It should be. It seems to me like this is kind of a cheap kind of game for Sega, but who knows? I may be surprised. And for GameCube, Spyro: A Hero's Tale, another Spyro game, and I think I've only played the first one. I don't know if I'll ever get around to playing these other Spyro games. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. This is a really fun golf game. It's like Hot Shots Golf with Mario characters. I remember you being able to link up with the Game Boy Advance version of Mario Golf with this and use your own character. But yeah, this is a pretty good golf game. And then we have for the Xbox, Evil Dead: A Fistful of Boomsticks, which I don't think I've played this before, and I'm a really big Evil Dead fan. So there's some sticker stuff here. I could probably get that off, but again, $5 should be interesting. And then we have what I've heard to be the very horrible Bomberman on the Xbox 360. I might give this a shot to see how bad it is, but yeah, I'm always interested in games, whether or not they're good or bad or whatever, just to see. And then we have the 2 games that I actually bought myself, which was Fantasy Golf Penga for the PSP, and I got this at Toys R Us for $5, brand new. And then I had to run out and buy Dante's Inferno yesterday at Target. It was the last day of the sale where it was $40, so I ran out, tried to find myself PS3 version of the game. Had to wind up having to go to 2 Targets to find it, but got it. Might actually be playing this soon. That's all the pickups for this week. I bought 2 games. They bought, I don't know how many. Maybe have to go back and count it, but looks like I'm running out of time, so see you next time. Bye.
Wow, this is almost as good as 2001. Nails driven into your eyes.